My name is Darrell Epps, also known as Ongodsdestiny. That's my artist name. Born and bred in New York City, Brooklyn, New York. I came from a family that was engaging in performing arts all my life. So actually, I'm a late bloomer, but I multitask. So I never gave up on my latent goal to be involved in performing arts. I'm also a school teacher, for a DOE. So I orchestrate and coordinate with two other fellow staff members, performing arts in the special ed department for District 75. And we have a program where we actually develop them, voice train them, and we do choreography. We teach them how to dance. And we get these kids involved in performing arts. And we also get them to compose lyrics. So I do that, and it's very proficient for the students, because when they graduate, they can have something to lean on to as far as performing arts goes. I came from a family of performing arts. My grandmother actually set the tone. She was a piano teacher from England. She was a WAP. She went over to the Virgin Islands. She met my grandfather that was a teacher there that used to play music. And they came to America. My mother, she played the saxophone. Her name was Sadie Epps. And she told me stories of when she was growing up, how she used to go into the Cotton Club with a saxophone and play amongst artists such as Duke Ellington and Count Basie. My aunt, Ernestine McClendon, was an actress, and she opened the first black minority talent agency in New York City and Los Angeles in California back in the 60s and 70s, because she wanted to get more minority actors to play more leading roles. So I used to be around all of them. And when I was little, from the age of 3, I was spinning pots and singing on the floor. By the time I was in kindergarten, I was actually engaging in performing arts, singing and dancing. By the time I was in the 5th grade, I was writing poetry. And then when I got into high school, I turned the poetry into lyrics. I was also one of the first DJs in Brooklyn out in Sheepshead Bay. And then as I matured into being an adult, from a young adolescence, I started performing. And I also engaged in the orchestra. I played the flute, clarinet, the bass fiddle. And I also was engaging into performing arts, acting, playing a lot of leading roles. And I was in the choir, so I always sang lead. And I was still writing lyrics. By the time I advanced to mature as a young adolescent adult, I started performing. And finally, I'm here. And my song, She's Hot, is based upon my girlfriend, who was extraordinary. And, I was always into writing poetry and turning it into lyrics. And one of my good friends by the name of Buddha Monk, an engineer from Brooklyn, he put the music together, the rhythm, the beats, and the melody, and I wrote the lyrics. And when streaming came out about like 6 years ago, I decided to stream my album, and it's been very successful. It's on every musical app that you can possibly think of. And finally, I shot this video, and here I am at the new level.
Let me tell you about my baby, 'cause her loving really drives me crazy. Every night I come to meet her, loves me down till I get up. When I go to take a shower, she rubs me down in hot oil lava. When I sit at the breakfast table, the Spanish coffee pot, the news are ready. She's hot. My baby's hot. She's hot. My baby's hot. After I get through eating, before I leave, she wants to please me. I say, baby, please, won't you slow down? But she says she loves me and wants to go down. On the job, I talk about her. I get the fellas worked up thinking about her. She's hot. My baby's hot. She's hot. My baby's hot. They ask me if they come and meet her. I say yes, but she cannot please you. They want to try and give me money, so they have a taste of my honey. I tell them that I think they're crazy. I don't have a for sale lady. They ask me if she has a sister. I say yes, and her name's Melissa. She's hot. My baby's hot. She's hot. My baby's hot. At the party when we're dancing, my baby starts romancing. She starts to stimulate the crowd. Everybody starts to gather round. She's hot.
And then when streaming came out, like about 6 years ago, I decided to put my song out. Now, I met a good friend of mine by the name of Buddha Monk that I grew up with, and he had a recording studio in Brooklyn, so I credit him for launching my career because he was my engineer, and he did the rhythm, the beats, the music, the melody, the background. He totally hooked up this album. Kudos to you, Buddha Monk. So he launched the careers of some famous people such as Alicia Keys. He was the first engineer, producer for, and the Wu-Tang Clan. So he's proficient. I would also like to add that this was my first video, She's Hot, and kudos to my producer, Angela Vasidio, because she is so awesome and very thorough. And I appreciate her taking me to another level. Thank you, Angela. My song, Here's to Loving You, is lyrics that I wrote basically about my relationship with my marriage to my girlfriend that became my wife. And it was a teenage marriage, and it was wonderful. And you know, you're not batting 1,000 every day, so therefore, you know, you have to go with the trials and tribulations, and I wrote it all in one song, you know, praising her for always being by my side. So my lyrics basically will hit you somewhere in my music. you'll see a piece of your life and it'll connect to you. So I hope you like my music and you enjoy my music, and there's more to come.
We were cool, but I was a fool. A fool not to see what you meant to me. We loved together through stormy weather, but somehow passed the test. Here's to loving you. A test of stress with plenty of unrest. Yet I must confess, you are the best. Because of you, my life's dreams come true. Here's to loving you. Now I can see it through, right along with you. Here's to loving you. Throughout the years I had a fear that you wouldn't ever be there. Here's to loving you. I thank the Lord above for sending you my love. Here's to loving you. If I had to wish upon a star, I'd wish that our love would never part. Here's to loving you. Let no man or woman come between us to make us fuss or fight. Because baby, can't nobody ever break us up. Here's to loving you. Here's to loving you. Don't get confused, I'm watching you. Together we will see this through. Here's to loving you. Please stay strong, my love is born, and I'll never do you wrong. Here's to loving you. One day you'll say I should have stayed, and how you hurt me with force this day. Don't let me go, cause you will blow all the love I have to flow.
Don't you know, I love you.
Here's to loving you.
I love you so.
Let's take a toast to the words of this song and realize our love was bound to be eternity, along with trials and tribulations to test and see that we are truly worthy. Here's to loving you. Bust the move now.
I've been waiting so very long.
Sure enough now. Here's to loving you.
I thought there was nothing wrong.
Come on now. Here's to loving you. Baby, let's do it. Let's do it.
Tonight,
Sure enough.
that's right.
Once streaming came out, I decided to put it out there, and it kind of blew up internationally on all the musical apps. And you know, I've been performing in speakeasy nightclubs, and my music's out there, and I decided to take it to a new level. So actually, I'm a late bloomer, but I multitask. So I never gave up on my latent goal to be involved in performing arts. So my album, which you can find on all the musical apps, iTunes, Amazon, Deezer, Shazam, SoundCloud, just to name a few. And there's more apps, Spotify. You can go into their Ongodsdestiny or put in my email address, DEPPS, that's DEPPS 2525 at gmail.com. And all my music will come up. Also YouTube, I have 9 videos that's proficient and streaming very well through YouTube. And in fact, they actually was looking forward to this video, She's Hot, because they were promoting the audio, you know, and I'm called a topic in YouTube. They're actually playing my songs among celebrity hit songs, and I'm honored that they see that. So is Spotify. I mean, like, you could pull me up on Shazam. I'm shocked, you know. So I'm in the good hands of my producer here, Angela Vasidio, and she is fantastic. And when you see this video, I just hope to be at the level, the final level. My music on the air, my music being shown on MTV, and I'm here to represent late bloomers. It's never too late. Do not give up on your dream, all right? Even if you have another role or occupation, just remember, it is written. That's why they call me Ongodsdestiny. I also went to school. I'm a deacon. You know, I go to Brooklyn Tabernacle, you know, and God orchestrates everything in us. Never give up. Never. I'm a testimony. I'm a testimony for you never to give up on your dream. Regardless of your role and occupation, whatever your latent goal and talent is, let it manifest. God will be there for you. And I just wanted to state a famous quote that my father embedded into our family. It's not the age, it's the stage. All right, stay young at heart. All right, always think positive. You know, always do the right thing. You know, and you know, just like anything, there's always going to be 3 types of haters: the envious, the animosities, and the envies. Okay, but you know what? Show them love too. You know, and then they'll fall into line. But I'm in good hands like Allstate now, so I'm paving the way, and all those that I know that are talented and gifted, through my producer, we're going to bring you here with us. And I want to give a special thanks to M&M TV Studios for recognizing and giving me this moment. And I just want to say that the crew, thank you, my dancers, and you know I got you all in the credits, and you all know you all are going to be with me every step of the way. And I want to thank the cast, because they were awesome, meaning my dancers. They were awesome, and when you see the video, you'll see how provocative they are. And I just want to give a special shout out once again to my Brooklynite buddy, Buddha Monk, because Buddha, you made it happen. And I know you're up in Massachusetts right now, but we're going to get you down here, you know, because you made it happen, buddy. And you're going to continue to make it happen, all right? So thank you, everybody, and God bless.
it. They ask me if she has a sister. I say yes, and her name's Melissa. She's hot. My baby's hot. She's hot. My baby's hot. At the party when we're dancing, my baby starts romancing. She starts to stimulate the crowd. Everybody starts to gather round. She's hot. Caught up in a lover blitz, baby.